All right, now we bring in my great friend, Congressman Kevin Brady, who knows a thing or two about these subjects. Look, Kevin, I'm just on this point. I mean, we have lots of fish to fry today, but I mean, am I wrong? I mean, what he calls competitiveness, I just think business, they want to regulate this whole bloody economy, Kevin Brady. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, you are, as usual, right on target here. Joe Biden is not Ronald Reagan by any means, but he does remind probably you and I of one of Ronald Reagan's descriptions of government in business, which was if a business is moving, tax it. If it keeps moving, regulate it. If it stops moving, subsidize it. And I think that's Joe Biden and this administration all in one gap. And I will remind our viewers that as the president compares himself to Ronald Reagan, I can look back in a more recent president, President Trump, and in fact, the last 6 months of President Trump's 2020, some of it during the height of COVID, the president added 4.6 million jobs. That's 43% more than President Biden has added this year. So in truth, job growth is slowing in America in 2021, which makes no sense given the life-saving vaccines, the trillions of COVID, a reopening economy. Joe Biden is no Ronald Reagan.
I mean, it's funny just to say that. It's a digression, but I want to digress with you. You know, we had a brutal contraction because of the pandemic. It was a natural disaster, had nothing to do with economic policies, but it lasted 2 months. So if we forget, the third quarter was up 30-something%. The fourth quarter was up 4.5%. The first quarter was up 6.5%. And the second quarter here in 21 is going to be up, whatever it's going to be up, 6, 7, 8, 9%. I mean, this V-shaped recovery was going, you know, well into it before we got Joe Biden or any of this crazy left-wing progressive stuff. But now, Kevin, I know you're writing about this, and I saw your letter with Senator Crapo. It's very important stuff. This global tax deal is real bad for America. I just want to start there and let you carry the ball.
Yeah, no question here. This is economic surrender, and when America is surrendering, you know, why would you be surprised that much of the world would go along with that? Clearly, what the president is saying, our tax increases are so extreme, America will no longer be competitive. We're going to lose jobs, investment, headquarters to other parts of the world. Will you help us? And the world is saying, look, if you're offering us your jobs and a bite out of your tax revenue, well, sure, we're interested. And that's exactly what's happening. But as you know, the Biden White House is negotiating from a position of weakness because they're extreme tax hikes. The rest of the world knows will make America uncompetitive. And so they're glad to go along with a much lower global minimum tax. But here's the key here. One, unless this administration is going to bully Ireland, Hungary, and Estonia into a deal that's bad for them, unless they're going to buy out China, which we know won't comply with any of these agreements, or they're going to block Europe and Canada from going ahead anyway in imposing a digital services tax on our American companies. Truth of the matter is, at the end of the day, I think what Secretary Yellen is going to bring back to America is a plan that does two things. It will disadvantage American companies over foreign companies and foreign workers. In effect, foreign companies are going to win the day and their workers. And secondly, it's going to take a big bite, maybe $100 billion or more out of our own tax base here in America. So bottom line is we lose multiple ways in these negotiations. And it all starts with one horrific policy: raise America's corporate tax rate to among the worst in the world.
By the way, the newest, a 21% minimum tax at home. The original proposal was 15. Now the Green Book of the Treasury is talking 21. That's what the background is. That means, Kevin, remember, we drove through, I mean, I drove this to the Senate Finance Committee. You worked in this during the pandemic, Ways and Means. We drove through, remember the 5-year loss carry forward. That would not work if you're going to have a 21% minimum tax on book profits. Expensing goes out the window. The R&D credit goes out the window. This is crazy stuff. This is just an assault on business, on investment. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it makes no economic sense. Certainly will drive more jobs in headquarters, investment overseas. But here's the key, Larry. While on paper, what Joe Biden's proposing at 21%, in real life, it is a little over 26%, because the way they are designing this tax and the way it interacts with the rest of the international tax provisions. So think about those numbers for a minute. America is guaranteeing our global minimum tax will be set at over 26%, the rest of the world at 15%. So you know where that giant sucking sound goes, which is away from the United States.
And Bruno Le Maire of France still wants a digital sales tax on our companies. You know, I got to work through this. Your point about 26%. You and I need to talk about this. I hadn't worked through that
much.
Let's
do that.
I don't know. Maybe you have some time on the radio this weekend. Always more time. Kevin Brady, Ways and Means Committee. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, as always.
Thanks.
Coming up on